Good evening, everyone. It is 7 p.m. Saturday night, January 17th, 2026. My name is Alex Rivera, and you are watching the Rivera Report. The first on the topic is Iran. Iran just got toppled. On the topic, Iran just got toppled this week, and I guess the bounty on Trump's head, however many millions of dollars it is null and void. They won't be having that meeting. In fact, there's a couple of aircraft carriers, battleships that are on their way to Iran as we speak, and they should be there in 2 weeks. They left yesterday, I believe, or the day before. Also, there's this picture of an Iranian woman, and you know they're burning down mosques. That's nuts. That's completely insane. There's this picture of this Iranian woman lighting a cigarette with the burning picture of the Ayatollah Khomeini, and it is just, they want a secular government. They don't want a religious Muslim caliphate. They don't want that. They want a secular government for people that, just in case they want to be atheists, just in case they want to be Christians. And Christianity is having a meteoric rise in Iran. It is still secret. It's still underground. I think they might come out pretty soon. And they'll be just like, Iran will be like the Iran of the 60s, before, in the 70s, the early 70s, before it got toppled by this monstrous regime. Also, they don't want to be called, we are not, they're chanting, they were chanting a couple of days ago, they don't want to be known as a Muslim caliphate. They want to be secular. And they also want to be known as Persian. They want to be known as Persian. Because Persia is so rich with culture and history that these people just had enough. On other news, Somalis raid, vandalize, and loot and spray paint federal vehicles in mass and steal documents, armament, and heavy-duty machinery weaponry. Heavy-duty machinery weaponry. Heavy-duty weaponry. And yeah, we need to pay attention to this, because all sorts of things like that are happening across the country. Just not too long ago, yesterday, there was ICE agents surrounded by some Somalis in a mall when they're trying to do their job. Does not look good. I think we need to implement the Insurrection Act. We do. And we need to weed out these individuals and get them out of here, because they came in illegally. And whoever's sympathizing with those people, you can go with them. I'm not letting somebody in my house and then he's going to tell me I'm racist for kicking him out when I never invited that person in my house. What are you going to do when a burglar comes in your house? You're going to give him free food and a monthly check? No, you don't do that. Anyway, 2 people were identified in the videos that were taken. How stupid do you have to be to video your own crime? One was a Latin Kings gang member named Raul Guillertes. Raul Guillertes. He is now in custody, and the second person is a woman that was part of Ilhan Omar's staff. She was part of the diversity for hiring diverse people. I don't know what happened with her. If anybody knows, please let me know. And they were taking all these weapons and all these all this property from these cars. There was at least 5 cars I saw in the video. You saw the video too. You know what I'm talking about. Pretty soon I'm going to be able to do a green screen and show you the videos that I'm talking about. Right now, I'm still raising money. By the way, before I go any further to Greenland, because we're going to cover Greenland too, I now have a Buy Me a Coffee. So if you would please buy me a coffee, support my work, support what I do, and encourage me. Leave a comment down below. And I would appreciate, $1, $2, $5, whatever you can spare, really. And I'll leave the link down below. And I will leave the link to something else I was going to leave. Anyway, it'll come to me. Greenland looks like it's going to be acquired monetarily, not in the traditional sense being conquered, but all 7 people are going to get $100,000. And yeah, I'm being facetious. I'm exaggerating, but yeah, there's not a lot of people there. There's like 8,000 people that are going to get $100,000 each for their transfer citizenship to the United States. This would put Canada in the middle of the United States, because if you see on the map, you got the United States down here, right? You have Greenland right up here, and Alaska right up here. And in the middle is Canada. They're surrounded. That could be good, that could be bad. But they're getting all the free security they can handle. It's a country within a country. Yeah, they're being, it's like it's like you're living in a bad neighborhood, right? Real bad neighborhood full of crime and all that. And 3 of the biggest dudes, the most dangerous dudes, move in right around you. Okay, that wouldn't you feel a lot safer? Wouldn't you feel a lot more secure? Yeah, I know Canada does. So anyway, also, yeah, they're getting ready to, they're agreeing to it, and they're getting ready to do that because we need Canada. We need Canada. We need Greenland. We need Greenland because it's a strategic, not for the oil. It's a strategical move because of the Monroe Doctrine. Now they're calling it the Donroe Doctrine. The Monroe Doctrine states we need to be in control of our hemisphere. We can't let bad actors just come in willy-nilly, for no reason. We need to be in control of our hemisphere. Look up the Monroe Doctrine. I have a Bible verse. Proverbs 17:15, he that justifieth the wicked, and he that condemneth the just, even they both are abomination to the Lord. There's media, politicians, and your regular Joe Schmo that walks out there that doesn't do his research, just listens to the TV and says, yes, master, I will obey. I will hate those people because you said so. I'm not going to do any kind of research because I trust and love you, my God. And it's really idolatry because they're believing CNN. They're believing Miss Now. They're believing all these media outlets that are just attacking Trump for the Russia hoax. They're attacking Trump because prostitutes peed on him long ago or whatever, because he paid off a porn star. This is not going to be for kids. He paid off a porn star because they indicted him 32 times or something like that. This is the same people. And the useless idiots are following them blindly like a zombie, hypnotized. I really think something happened when the internet was created. When the internet was created, all this madness magnified to the 100th power. All this craziness. What do you think? Leave me a comment down below. Okay, so Yeah, I believe that all this madness is caused by the internet, which makes information more accessible, and also the internet accelerated everything. It accelerated everything, and these are the people that they're condemning the just, the righteous, and they're uplifting the wicked. And they're uplifting the wicked, and for whatever reason they're doing it, there's a lot of people, useless idiots, that are following them, and promoting violence. Okay, and that's to those people, media, politicians, and your useless idiots. Okay, Scott Adams died at the age of 68 or 69 earlier this week. If you don't know, you OGs will know. Scott Adams was the creator of Dilbert. Remember Dilbert, that comic strip? That guy's got the glasses, but you can't see his eyes, and usually, he also, I believe he also created The Dark Side. The Dark Side and Dilbert sometimes collabed and stuff like that. And correct me if I'm wrong. I think he created The Far Side. The Far Side. He created The Far Side. Yeah. He died and had a thief on the cross moment. Scott Adams. He had a thief on the cross moment. How do I know? Because he wrote a letter to his ex-wife months before he died. And he wrote a letter saying that he accepted the Lord Jesus as his own Lord and personal Savior on his death, not on his deathbed, but when I believe shortly right after before writing this letter, and he had a come to Jesus moment, and he might be saved, might not be saved. I can't look into a man's heart, but he finally had the realization when the closer death gets, the more we realize we have to make a decision. And I believe everyone has that thief in the cross moment. Everyone has that moment where they are completely clear on what's about to happen. They're about to die and go into eternity. And I believe everyone has that. I've always believed that for a very long time. Everyone has a thief on the cross moment, right? So I did some research, and there is a condition that everyone has on their deathbed where they are about to die. So I don't know if it's, call it adrenaline, and science cannot explain it. Science cannot explain it. Okay, this is what happens. It's called terminal lucidity. Terminal lucidity is when your body comes to a point where you have perfect state of mind, perfect clarity. Your mind is working at its best on your deathbed, at its best. And it's called terminal lucidity. It's when everything makes perfect, clear sense, and you are in your right faculties, and you can make the hardest decision or the simplest decision right there and then. It lasts for about a couple of minutes to a couple of hours, and shortly right after that moment, you die. It happens. Well, they say it happens to people with dementia and Alzheimer's, when the brain is just at its sharpest. And I believe that it not only happens to those people with those conditions, but it also happens to everyone else. I do believe that a lot of people say, "Oh, what if you're hit by a car, you're killed instantly?" God knows a way around everything. He does. God, the author of time, can probably stop time. and let that man decide. Give him 10 seconds. That's all it takes to get saved. 10 seconds. That's all it takes to get saved. You don't need any more. 20 seconds, you can do a lot in 20 seconds. But I believe God has a way around everything. And this one condition supports my theory that everyone has a thief on the cross moment. Everyone. Before they go into eternity. And they have a choice to make. So look it up, terminal lucidity. And when they do get it, the nurses are, now you nurses out there, correct me if I'm wrong, that if this happens, if he's in hospice care and, gets terminal lucidity, you're instructed to call his family, right? Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. So Scott Adams had his thief on the cross moment. A lot of people, a lot of you people would say, "Oh well, he knew he was gonna die." And what were you doing and feeling and thinking? What were any of us doing, feeling and thinking when we got saved? Oh, I have 50 years left, but I'll get saved now. No, life is not a guarantee. Life is not tomorrow's not a promise, right? And each and every one of us, I believe, that are saved, got saved, motivated by fear. We were motivated. We didn't want to go to. When I got saved, I know. I can tell you right now from my heart, I didn't want to go to hell. When my pastor, my spiritual father, led me to the Lord, he had a sermon that night on hell, and he described in graphic detail what hell would be like in the afterlife. I was scared straight, literally. I did not want to go to hell. And I had my come to Jesus moment, and I got saved right there in the basement of that church. And he led me to the Lord. And I think everyone, if not 99, if not 100%, then 98% get saved out of fear. They don't want to go to hell. If hell didn't exist, would we need to get saved? Think about it. Would anybody get saved? So he had, and I believe that story, the thief on the cross, is a very important story. It says in Revelation, some will be saved by the skin of their teeth. I mean, seconds before they die. They'll receive Jesus. There will be people saved by the skin of their teeth, yeah. I really believe, and science can't explain this condition, terminal lucidity. Science has not been able to explain it. So, they'll say, oh, it's a evolutionary survival thing that, we kick into high gear when we're close to death and to protect our family. Call it what you want. You can't explain that moment of clarity. Why would you need to make a decision on your deathbed? Why would there be a need? Why can't you just die right there? So I believe that story of the thief on the cross is a very important story. Everyone has a chance until they die. Everyone. So continue to pray for your loved ones, unsaved loved ones. Anyway, so I'll leave. I'll actually check out the bottom, see what links I leave. Oh, don't forget to buy me a coffee. Please buy me a coffee. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I will leave the link of the Buy Me a Coffee link, so you can donate as low as $1. As low as $1, $2, $5, whatever you can to support me and my work. Also, I'm going to leave the link of buybooksontheweb.com, buybooksontheweb.com. Please buy my book. Check out my book. The first 10 pages are free on Amazon. It's called Holding the Line, a true story of survival in a matter of life and death. It talks about 11 years with my father and how when I came back from the war and a lot of stuff that happened to me that should have killed me but didn't. So please check out that book. And that's it. Don't forget to leave a comment. Let me know what you think of this video, whether you agree or disagree. Don't forget, be respectful. I'm Alex Rivera, and this is the Rivera Report. Sorry, I'm trying to be better. Thanks. Bye.